Honey, did you hear what's going on? The Asian community has lost their mind. They are pushing Trump to push a new bill. And guess what this new bill is going to do for Black Americans? It's going to make boycotting Asians of business illegal. Okay? So they are saying they want to push it where it can take away your citizenship because they're saying it's going to be anti-American to boycott any American business. And Asian Americans said they are Americans. So if the Black community continue to push this boycott against Asian American business, it is anti-American. And therefore, they want to get that on the bill. So if you guys are out here boycotting, on social media, then they can try to file charges on you. They can't stop somebody from not going, but they're trying to stop people from, pushing the news out there and the people that's trying to tell people don't go to Asian businesses, they're going to criminalize that, make that illegal. So you got to watch this video. Let's see what's going on. I know you guys love to react. So let's see what the people got to say about this. Check this out.
Allegedly, the Asian community is trying to go ahead and enact a 2.0 to the Asian hate bill, where they're going to try to say that it is hateful against Asian communities, that we're no longer shopping with their businesses. So it just made me wonder, how are you going to force us to shop with your businesses? How? Like, what does that even look like? How does that look like? So is it just that the people who are speaking about the boycott are going to be condemned, or what is it? How is that going to work?
It seems like the Asian boycott is working. They took their happy asses down there to try to get a 2.0 to the Asian hate bill to force Black people to shop at their establishments. But I thought y'all don't need us. I mean, y'all dared us to not shop with y'all, not knowing that Truth or Dare was one of our favorite games back in the day. But y'all dared us to do that. And when we took y'all up on that dare and said, oh, bet y'all want to go down to Washington, D.C. and try to get a 2.0 to the Asian hate to force Black people to shop in your establishments. How does that work? Like, so y'all gonna make sure, like, hold our hands and make us forcefully buy your products? Because I think even Donald Duck is gonna look at y'all like y'all goofy as fuck for even trying to present a 2.0. Like, somebody gotta break this bill down to me, make it make sense, because they fucking delusional.
That Stop Asian Hate Bill
had to pass the anti-Asian American hate crime bill, huh? And then once you got the hate bill passed, you stood your kissing ass up there and said that Black people were the reason why you weren't getting admitted into Ivy League schools, and then they banned DEI, and your ass still not getting into them Ivy League schools. Guess who still is getting in? Black women, young Black men. But I thought it was us. Nigga, I'm gonna tell you something. And I'm gonna tell you all you dumbass people think. If we getting something and we getting somewhere and you not, it's a you problem. Cyrus Cormack walks into a convenience store, picks up 4 bottles of water, puts them back, all on camera, is accused of stealing, leaves the store with no idea that anybody is in pursuit of him or that he's done anything wrong, because he didn't. Said that he had a gun, he didn't. And then is chased by the Chows. Rick Chow, the father, and his son Andy Chow. Andy Chow want to get up there and play dumb. He think that because that's that white playbook. He think, oh, I just go up here. I so dumb. I know nothing. I'm just a quiet. I don't bother nobody. That's the stereotype that Asians have, is being quiet and, seen and not heard. And then he get up there and he think, because y'all always looking for white validation to the point where y'all think y'all white people, you can go there and play dumb by white people like white people do, and you just gonna get away with it. Y'all had no reason to pursue this boy. And if he did steal, there's nothing in that store, nor nothing in the law that protects death because of theft. The things that you can name that Black people have done for you do not equal disenfranchisement. But historically, the things that white people have done for you have not only been racist, but disenfranchised you. Yet, you can seem to get over that. And the reason why you're able to get over that is because white people love a lapdog. They love it. They love it. The white people desire nothing more. Nothing more. There is no greater gesture to white people than being able to be used by them. They love it. And I don't know about y'all, but I know if me and Big Cat chase somebody down and Big Cat shot him, they charge my ass too.
Yeah. Both our black asses be locked up.
Both of us. They'll say we held hands and pulled the gun together. In a feat that we've never caught on camera, we finally got the double trigger pull that black people like to use so much.
The double trigger pull. We thought it was a myth.
We thought it was a myth, but we caught it on camera. They actually joined hands, put both of their fingers on the trigger together, and shoot the victim simultaneously, using one gun and one bullet.
Nobody owes you anything. There are very few things in life that are just an inalienable right, that you are just entitled to. If you ask me, those two things are safety and respect. Besides that, you have to earn it. That's why we roll our eyes when we talk about things like the male loneliness epidemic, because we know that companionship with women is not something that men are entitled to. Rather, it's the responsibility of men to be a people that women want to keep community with, that they find safety, benefit, and enjoyment from being around. If you're following me this far, I'm going to take this a layer deeper, specifically to the Asian community. This outcry about the Black community calling to boycott Asian businesses in light of the recent verdict with the Chow case. It's giving the same energy as a self-proclaimed nice guy, getting all upset because women don't want to date him. He's a nice guy. He's not like those other guys. Why is he getting punished for the bad behavior of other men? Well, that attitude kind of makes him seem like not such a nice guy. The fact that he doesn't have empathy or understanding for why women might not feel safe, might be distrustful or resentful, it kind of proves their point, that he's not that safe to begin with. Before the whatabouters get here, I am not saying that these are a perfect comparison, that these are the same issue, but I hope it puts into perspective that much like men are not entitled to the trust, the benefit of the doubt, the friendship, the community, the business of women, the Asian American community is not entitled to that from Black people either. Being a minority yourself doesn't entitle you to shit. It's not a get out of jail free card when it comes to prejudice. It's not an invisibility cloak, an immunity blanket. But when you act like it is, when you act like your specific minority identity exists in a vacuum from all these other ones, you're denying that all of these things are interlinked. Cyrus Carmack Belton should be alive, but he's not. And instead, there is no justice. And that should be of way, way, way more consequence to you than your own feelings about how you are or will be impacted. If you would like, as an Asian person, to have the community, the trust, the friendship, the benefit of the doubt, the business of the Black community, then you need to earn it. Who set that system up isn't always enough. You have to then ask the question, and who continues to benefit from that system?
This is? Wow. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. You gotta be kidding me. The question is, for any Asian out there who's man or woman enough to answer, how many times do you shop at a Black business? Just a thought. How many Black friends do you have? How many Black people do you truly know? The question. 2.0, because we won't fucking shop at your stores. You gotta be kidding me, right? How can you make somebody spend money at your store? Explain it to me. I'm wondering.
Again, Moors, this is an opportunity. So these sleepy Moors, they're saying not another dime. Eventually, they're going to be like, oh, why? They're going to be like, there's got to be a way that I can counteract these people using their nationality against me, because of I'm not taking it seriously, but I'm just going to pass it on. Apparently, there are Asian American business owners who are going around, allegedly, I don't know how true this is, saying we need to file yet another Asian hate bill because the Black folks said we ain't going to shop with us. They're not going to shop with us anymore. So, and I bet it'll work. It sounds like you trying to get legislation passed that says black folks gonna be forced to shop with y'all. Because that's all they're not hating on you. They're not hating you at all. They're just saying we're not coming to your store. Don't you have the whole rest of the country to shop with you? No, because everybody else shops with their own. That's why your business is failing. They either shop with their own or they shop with our oppressor. So when we don't show up, wow, we were the only ones shopping with you. Act like we're the only customers in the country. Turns out we were. So Moors, you need to be positioning yourselves, right? Because it's like being the guy who decided to start building garages when cars were first being manufactured. Everybody, you crazy? That thing is hokey. It ain't gonna go nowhere. All right. I'm just saying, get ready, stay ready. Take your places.
Is now trying to add an amendment to the Asian hate bill to say that it's a hate crime to boycott Asian businesses. What? How the fuck are you going to make black people spend money with you? What stage of grief is this? Force? I find it funny that they're running to the white man to get the white man to force black people to do something, but you're not asking those same white men to patronize your businesses. Why is that?
That Stop Asian Hate bill didn't do anything. It actually made the situation worse. The Stop Asian Hate movement was going on at the same time as Black Lives Matter was being very revamped because George Floyd had been murdered. So then to have a bill that's supposed to be protecting Asians without even mentioning legislatively what was going on with black people, our black cousins, it was a slap in the face to their community. Okay, and the Stop Asian Hate bill was just increasing police and law enforcement presence in a lot of heavily Asian communities, which border a lot of heavily black communities. What is that doing for anyone? Like, the police have been a neutral at best presence for Asians, and they've also harmed Asian people. So then to have them swarming our communities, which are often right next to black communities, and we know what the police have been for black people, like, what the fuck did they think would happen? Would that even do any good, okay? Not to mention that it further divided our communities. Because some Asian people were like, oh, look at us. We're such a model minority. We're like so much better than those people over there. We got this Stop Hate Crimes bill because the government cares about us. And then we got a lot of like MAGA Asians rising out of that, thinking that the government actually give a shit about them. And then we had a lot of black people being like, wait, we've been talking about our issues forever. And then Asians get hate crime for like a couple months and then they get a whole bill. Like, why do they not care about black lives, okay? Valid take. I'm still pissed about it. Our government should absolutely be stopping all racially motivated hate crimes, including the murders of black people by the state. As an Asian person, if our black cousins are hurting, any talk about protecting Asians is just blowing hot air. I don't believe it. And now 5 years later, look where we are. All of our communities are getting hit by ICE. Even the white queer ladies are getting unalived by ICE. This legislation actually prevented the creation of new Asian leftists. It created a lot of Asians who were mistakenly believing that the government would protect them. And those are all the thoughts I have on that.
The thing I don't play about is my black people. And if anybody who looks like me is a threat, whether you consider me a threat or not, if anybody who looks like me is a threat to you or seen as a stepping stone in your financial endeavors and our lives don't matter, no. These are the best my nails ever look. I went up there and got me a black nail tech. I never played. I mean, this can go on my life. I could do this for hours and hours and hours. I'm still not gonna try that new pho restaurant. I stand for something. I'm about to get my hair done tomorrow by some Africans, and I needed color hair because I'm gonna do color. I think I do. I need color hair. Guess where I went? It was 30 minutes away. I went to the Black Owned hair supply store, and don't tell me, oh, they get their hair from blah 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 Asia. Okay, my money still went to a black-owned business. Did they get their hair from? No.
Hi, I know that there are plenty of black people on these platforms who are far more qualified, educated, and experienced than me to talk about the impetus and context behind black folks boycotting Asian businesses. I just wanted to pop on here and remind folks who still don't get it yet that black people can boycott whomever and whatever the fuck they want. I will say that again for the racists in the back. Black people at any time can boycott whomever and whatever the fuck they want because, agree or disagree, we still live in a violent settler colonial society which continues to extract and profit from black bodies, black culture, black education, black invention, and yes, even black resistance. So instead of complaining about black people boycotting something else, you should realize you're the problem if in 2026 you cannot understand why a group of people who were at one time trafficked and deeded as property and literally used as currency and venture capital, why they don't want to participate in this system anymore, especially if it is consistently hurting them. And if you can't understand that, then shut the fuck up. I hope this helps.
White and Asian people. I didn't want to do this video, but unfortunately, I feel like I have to. This is a fake microphone, and I'm going to get called all types of names for making this video, but I feel like someone needs to reach out to you and explain what's happening within the black community. Unfortunately, the worst among us have the microphone right now. And there's a lot of good, reasonable black people that are working to have our voices amplified so that our voices can be heard over the noise of division and animosity. To keep it real with you, a lot of good black people are scared because if you check the platforms of some of the other content creators that are similar to myself, they're receiving all types of threats. People are threatening their kids, they're threatening their family, and they're threatening them with violence. So no, it's not that black people lack morals. It's that a lot of black people are scared to speak up. The recent tension with these two court cases regarding Carmelo and Cyrus have been very polarizing and has created a rift in our nation that we're trying to repair. For those of you that don't hate us, I want to thank you for your patience and your understanding. Internally, we're working on stimulating cultural reform within our communities. A lot of the black people that I know have white and Asian people that have always treated them like family. So the last thing that we want to do is allow people to attack our families. We don't want conflict. We want peace and unity.